Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to LMC-tv Varsity Sports presentation of the Ryneck Panthers hosting the Tuckahoe Tigers. It's senior day, homecoming weekend for Ryneck. It's an exciting atmosphere. We have a huge crowd. Seth, tell me what you think of today's game.
Well, I think that's just it. You know, this is a big one for Ryneck. Obviously have not had the greatest start to this season, but this is always the big one. This is always the one. You can hear the crowd behind us still 15 minutes before they begin the game. This is a big one for Ryneck. They want to play well in front of a big crowd. It's homecoming, right. It's senior day, and there's a Hall of Fame induction ceremony at halftime of this afternoon's game. So there's a lot going on here today at Ryneck High School.
So we have two 1-4 teams vying for playoff contention. Next week, it will be Woodlands coming. We will be going to Woodlands, Ryneck, facing the foe that they faced last week. But first, it's the Tuckahoe Tigers here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Introduce yourself, shake hands. I'm Patrick English, I'm the referee. This is Frank Dallow. He's the umpire. He'll be behind the linebackers. U.S. captains have leadership abilities. Congratulations on your leadership abilities. We're going to call on those a couple times today. If one of your players is getting a little upset, we want you to calm them down, okay? We don't want to have to throw flags. We will if we have to, but we're going to look to you to keep your players calm. Secondly, if there's a penalty, I'm going to give you options. Listen to the options. I'll repeat them as many times as you'd like. We're going to let your coach know what those options are as well. Don't give me an answer until you get the option that your coach wants, okay? If you give me an answer before he lets you know, I got to go with what you say. Is everybody good there? Any questions? You're the visitor, so you get to call the toss. So just so you see, that's the head and that's the tail. That's the tail and that's the head. I'm going to throw it up. I'm going to let it hit the ground. What's the call? He calls heads. It's a head. You want to receive. What goal you want to defend? You want to defend that? Turn your backs there. Stay close to the line. Tuckahoe has won the toss and elected to receive. Shake hands. Good luck. Good luck, guys. Good luck.
So here we are for the kickoff, Seth, with Seth Rothman. This is Steve Anastas coming to you from Ryneck High School, where the Black Hats will take on the Tigers of Tuckahoe. Tuckahoe won the toss, the coin toss, to start the game and has elected to receive. So into kickoff will be Jake Calcagney. It is a short kick taken at the 25 by Christopher Corrado, and he is taken down at the 35-yard line. Return of 10 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Seth, we have two 1-4 teams coming into today. They share some common opponents, Dobbs Ferry and Woodlands. They both lost to both teams.
Yeah, you know, this is a game about obviously the excitement of the homecoming game, but it's also about getting yourself ready for the postseason. Both teams will be in the Section 1 playoffs. Ryneck will be the number 3 seed in Class C next week. Ryneck will be the number 3 seed in Class C. So this is about trying to play the right way and get yourself ready to go for next weekend.
Under center is Matthew Annunziata. He takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Corrado. Corrado around the left end and into some open field in the secondary. Gains about 14 yards on the play, enough for a first down, just shy of midfield. So it'll be 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 49-yard line after a pickup of 14.
Tuckahoe carry results in a first down on the tackle for the Black Hats, number 24, Logan Spencer.
Number 24, Logan Spencer, the junior, in on the tackle there. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Gains about 7 on the play. Quick snap there, brings up
8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 3 for the Tigers.
Hats, number 59, Dan Garofalo.
Garofalo on the tackle there. The junior outside linebacker. Shotgun snap, handoff around the left side. Picks up the first down inside the 35-yard line down to the Ryneck 34.
Carry by number
1st and 10 Tigers on Chris Corrado's carry there, second carry of the game.
So it's a good opening drive so far by the Tuckahoe Tigers. And, you know, this is a situation. Ryneck is always a very physical team on the defensive side. They need to try and stop Tuckahoe here as they are in Black Hats territory.
Annunziata with the shotgun, follows his blocker around the left side, eludes a tackle or 2 and is brought down inside the 30, down to the 29. Looks like a pickup of just over 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Both of these teams are primarily running offensive attacks, and those can be tricky to stop because a lot of different guys can be the trigger men. Ryneck, obviously, a misdirection offense. Tuckahoe so far going through Corrado and Annunziata so far to a lot of success early on.
It appears to be that Tuckahoe has the size advantage on the line here. Carry around the right end by Corrado. He is stopped. Forward progress. Looks like it gives him an actual gain on the play. They had him for about a 1-yard loss. He was able to tuck it and cut upfield. Not basically to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a short gain. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers. Chris Colangelo with his first stop of the day, the senior co-captain.
And a really nice job by Colangelo of wrapping up a guy that's been picking up a lot of yards on this opening drive. Nice job by Colangelo of wrapping him up.
Eric Segura is split wide for the Tigers. They hand it off the left guard. He is stopped. We'll see where forward progress rules him. Looks like he's just shy of the first down. Good gang tackling by the Black Hats, led by the senior, Chris Colangelo. Colangelo has been wearing a wrap on his left hand for the majority of the season. As he had a broken bone in his left hand, he's been fighting through it, playing through it, and is now finally getting back to a level of health where he's actually able to wrap up rather than simply tackle with a club on his hand.
So a big play early in this game, 4th and about 3 coming up for Tuckahoe.
Handoff in the pro set I across the 25-yard line down to about the 23. Again, enough for the first down for the Tigers, so they continue to move the chains.
Tuckahoe carry by number 4, Christopher Corrado. Is enough for a first down.
Quarterback comes in with the signal as the first down puts them at the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there. The official time is being kept on the field. The clock says 8:30 remaining in the first quarter, but no real concern there. We're early in the action here. Annunziata with the pass on the slant. Can't see who received that pass. We'll check after the pile clears.
I believe it was Robert Kiernan who got it, but it was a gain of about 7 yards.
Tuckahoe pass was complete to number 8, Matthew Annunziata.
No.
Play goes for 8 yards and bring up second down and 2.
Push it back, Ryneck! Come on, push it back! Let's stop that!
Number 2 in at fullback is Christian Pinto. Quarterback keeper there as the first down completion picked up 8 yards. That second down quarterback keeper down to the 10-yard line, or just outside the 10.
Quarterback keeper
Will bring up first down and 10 from the 10.5-yard line. There is enough room, Seth, for them to get the first down without scoring.
Yeah, this is a really impressive opening drive by Tuckahoe. They've been able to manage the line of scrimmage so far and doing a really nice job at picking up yardage and some small chunks, a couple of large chunks as well, but they keep finding a way to move the chains.
Slow and steady wins the race, as they say, and this is definitely slow and steady. They are running a quick pace, but they're not eating up too many chunks. Nice scissors play to Corrado, sniffed out by the Black Hats. Tackle made by Mark Cinciulli, number 74, senior co-captain, outside linebacker.
Tuckahoe carry goes for a short gain and will bring up second down on the tackle for the Black Hats, number 74.
Looks like Cinciulli's lined up as a defensive tackle. Corrado set to the right of Annunziata. He's in the shotgun, looks to pass, has some time, throws a jump ball, incomplete, intended for senior wide receiver Michael McLaughlin, number 11.
Intended for number 11, Michael McLaughlin, falls incomplete. It'll bring up third down.
He really just threw a jump ball there and hoped that McLaughlin's height would be the difference, but it's a little bit deep and unable to bring it in for the score. So that'll bring up third down and 8 from the 8-yard line.
And I'm not sure if McLaughlin knew exactly where in the end zone he was. I think he thought he was pretty close to tiptoeing out of bounds.
It looked like he was towing the line, and then he just sort of let it go. I think he might have realized he was out of bounds. Pinto is split to the right. Corrado gets the carry up the middle, down to the 5-yard line. It'll be fourth down and 4 from the 5. Like we had mentioned earlier, they do have an opportunity to get the first down without scoring here. So it will be key for Ryneck to come up with the stop here. This is a huge fourth down for Ryneck. Corrado is in the shotgun. He rolls right, throws behind the receiver, Segura, incomplete, and Ryneck forces the turnover on downs. An impressive defensive stand for the Ryneck Black Hat.
Well, I'm not sure if that was designed as a pass play or as a run play. It was a direct snap to Corrado. He rolled out, had nowhere to go. And so now,
I think with the Wildcat formation that he would be looking to run, but it looked to me, Seth, like he had every intention of passing that the whole way through.
Well, either way, Ryneck did a really nice job snuffing it out, but now, of course, they're very deep in their own territory, so it's almost a win-win for Tuckahoe here in terms of the line of scrimmage, because Ryneck begins inside its own 5.
Well, I'll beg to differ with you, Seth, there. I'm sure they would want to take that 7 points, so a win-win might be stretching it a little. Yes, they definitely have them pinned in their own zone, but one carry by Colangelo, like this one, and all of a sudden he's out past the 10-yard line. It'll be second down and 4 for Ryneck after the 6-yard gain.
Chris Colangelo. Play goes for 6 yards and bring up second down and 4.
Colangelo definitely looking more confident with less bandaging on his left hand.
Let's go Ryneck! Let's go Ryneck!
Coming into the game is number 24, Logan Spencer. and he goes split left. Under center, as usual, is number 15, Frank Caparelli. Caparelli hands it off to Gio Maffei. Maffei out across the 15-yard line, close to the first down. We'll see how they spot it, and they rule a first down. They remove the chains. So the clock stops momentarily while they reset the chains on the first down.
And that's an important first down, too, because you want to get out of the shadow of your own end zone right there and give yourself a little bit of breathing room. Now Ryneck's got that at their own 16-yard line and a chance to try and put up a big drive here.
Caparelli hands the ball off to Colangelo. He goes around the right end. Stopped after a short gain of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Black Hat carry on the play goes for 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So Ryneck effective so far this afternoon. Huge 4th down stop. And a goal line stand for the Black Hat, and now they are moving it well. Logan Spencer once again split out left. Caparelli drops back, hands it off to Jack Evans. Evans pushes forward across the 30-yard line, down at about the 32. Enough for a Ryneck first down. They move the chains again. It's been very impressive offensive play by both sides. Ryneck able to tighten up when it mattered most, and now they are on the move on offense, slowly but surely.
Yeah, both of these teams having a lot of success on the ground attack so far, and that's not much of a surprise the way that Nick Iannello coaches. Always a lot of trickery on offense on the ground.
Caparelli hands it off to Maffei. Gio Maffei picks up about 8 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and short for the Black Hats at their own 35-yard line.
Picks up 8 yards to bring 2nd down and 2.
Logan Spencer brings in the play to Frank Caparelli. Caparelli breaks the huddle and strides to the line. Jack Evans in the right slot, Gio Maffei in the backfield, Chris Colangelo to his left. Evans in motion left. Maffei into some open field in the defensive secondary, quickly wrapped up, but not before picking up about 5 yards and another Ryneck first down. This crowd was really spirited and into it today, Seth.
Yeah, it always is here at Ryneck High School. This is a very energetic fan base here, and again, they've had over the years a lot of success. A couple years ago, going to the state championship game, and obviously this season, not as much success so far. But listen, they have a chance to try and change all that, because once you're in the playoffs, and Ryneck already is, anything can happen. And Ryneck obviously looking forward to this game, and of course to next weekend.
John Luiso is split left. He has Jack Evans over the front. Oh, just out of the reach of the junior wide receiver, who is in the right slot, streaked down the center of the field, up the seam. A beautiful pass from Caparelli, and a classic situation in high school football, Seth. Evans just didn't trust the route. He slowed up a little bit, then he saw the ball in the air, he tried to catch up and get under it, and it was just out of his reach.
It's such a difficult play to make, too, when you're trying to catch it over your shoulder like that.
With the sun in your eyes as well.
And you're not able to pick the ball up until it's almost too late.
Fumble! Oh no, Tuckahoe recovers the fumble by Colangelo, and Corrado streaks in from about 37 yards out for the score. 6 points for the Tuckahoe Tigers.
Oh, just a bad break there by Ryneck. You know, you're moving the chains, you're moving down the field. You've switched field possession back into your favor, and then the ball pops out, and just like that, a mistake ends up in your own end zone.
It was really unfortunate in that Colangelo spotted the rush as it was there in his face. He cut upfield, not in the hole he was supposed to be running in, but he was able to get positive yardage, and then from behind the ball just pops loose right into the waiting arms on a very fortunate bounce to Corrado. In to attempt the extra point is number 6, Robert Kiernan, the senior. The snap, the hold, the punt, the extra point is blocked and no good. So the score with about 2 minutes left in the first quarter is Tuckahoe 6, Ryneck 0. We'll be back in just a minute on LMC Varsity Sports. We're back with the kickoff by Tuckahoe. Robert Kiernan, who attempted the extra point, will be in to kick off for the Tigers. There is a lot of chalk on that X at the 40-yard line. He's trying to kick some of it clear so he can get some good footing for this kickoff. It was a bit of a dust cloud going on there with a bunch of white chalk flying up in the air. Back to receive is number 5, Jack Evans. Oh, a healthy kick into the end zone and a touchback for the Tigers. So Ryneck will take over at their own 20. First and 10 for the Black Hats.
And listen, you know, football, Steve, it's a game where mistakes are going to happen. Bad luck is going to happen. Fumbles are going to happen. Now Ryneck has an immediate opportunity to get back on that horse. They were driving pretty well, so we'll see if they can get their way down the field on this, their second drive of the game.
Frank Caparelli, of course, under center. Gio Maffei in the backfield for Ryneck. Colangelo is in motion to the right. Tuckahoe brings down, was that Maffei? Yes, it was Maffei on the carry after no gain on the play.
Black Hat carry on the play by number 42, Gio Maffei. Goes for no gain or bring on second down.
The blind faith of the Black Hats faithful. They cheer the player for getting the carry even though he was stopped for no gain on the play. That's just optimism and encouragement through and through. Gotta love it. So Caparelli has Jack Evans in motion around the left. He cuts it upfield after a pickup of about 6 on the play. Is stopped at his own 26-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Black Hats.
6 yards will bring up 3rd down and 4.
Into the game is Jake Calcagni and John Luiso. Also coming in is Gio Maffei for Jake Calcagni. As quickly as he comes in, he comes back out as they want Maffei in there for the 3rd and short play. We'll see if they hand it to Maffei up the middle here. Evans in motion. Oh, nice play to Colangelo. He is stopped short of the 1st down, though. Pickup of about 1 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 2. And they send in their punt unit.
Black Hat carry by number 44, Chris Colangelo. Goes for a short gain and bring up 4th down.
4th and 2 at their own 28-yard line. No time to be messing around with 4th down conversions. Looks to be out of time here in the first quarter. We'll see what the official time on the field is, and that is the end of the first quarter.
Conclusion of the first quarter.
So we'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Second quarter action about to get underway at Ryneck High School. Tuckahoe leading 6-0 on the Chris Corrado fumble return. 4th down here for Ryneck. They're in punting formation. It'll be Caparelli to punt. Snap is good. He directs it towards the far sideline. The ball bounces a couple times, and it will roll out of bounds at the Tuckahoe 31-yard line. That's where they will take over with 11:52 remaining in quarter number 2.
The Black Hats, it'll be 1st and 10 for Tuckahoe from their own 33-yard line.
It's a fortunate roll for the Black Hats considering it was a punt on an angle headed for the sidelines, and it took about a 10-yard roll in Ryneck's favor.
Well, they spot it down at about the 33-yard line of Tuckahoe.
The Tuckahoe punt returner even went to make a block so as not to allow them to down the ball.
Tuckahoe in the shotgun formation, 2 back, 3 wide. And Corrado will take it himself, and he does not get much. A gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be second down upcoming.
There was Corrado again in that Wildcat formation, Seth.
Goes for about 4 yards. It'll bring up second down and 6.
Looks like Ryneck has some film on it, though, because it hasn't really been too effective to this point. Positive yardage on each attempt, but hasn't broken one big yet. We see A.J. Esposito split wide left, and Corrado remains at quarterback.
And he will fake the handoff, take it himself, and barely get back to the line of scrimmage. I think Christian Pinto thought he was going to get the football. They almost fought over it for a moment before Corrado finally took it himself. So
it's always that awkward in-betweenness of whether he's going to leave the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it out and keep it on the option.
So 3rd down and 5 coming up here for the Tigers. They're already up 6-0. And in the shotgun, Corrado to the near side, trying to get away from the rush. Corrado still running. He heaves it up there. Jump ball is incomplete. And going up to try to pick it off.
Logan Spencer, impressive effort from Ryneck. But A.J. Esposito was able to come in and I guess break up the interception. He almost got his hands on that for a completion. And there we go, right. Anytime you have a quarterback scrambling that much in the backfield and then throwing a pass, especially out of the Wildcat, you're going to have a lineman downfield looking to make a block and help out the ball carrier. So this will be an interesting call for Coach Ianello. Does he decline it and leave 4th and 5 at their own 39-yard line?
Well, he's currently deciding that right now, and he is going to decline the penalty. So Ryneck will, or Tuckahoe will have a 4th down situation.
And they're sending in their punt unit right now, Seth.
It'll bring up 4th down for Tuckahoe.
Ben Gallern and Logan Spencer race off the field just in time, Seth, for the punt return unit to be solid numbers.
The punt is popped up in the air, and it will drop at the 35-yard line. It's down there. So Ryneck will take over at their own 35-yard line.
And the Tuckahoe
around 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. We'll step out and come back with Ryneck's drive coming up in just a moment. 1st and 10 for the Blackcats. Down 6-0 here in the second quarter. It is a play-action pass. Plenty of time for Caparelli. He rolls. He fires. It is completed! John Luiso to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Ryneck.
Great job by Frank Caparelli to buy some extra time. He broke out to the left, rolled out, threw it on the run, and got Luiso just over the outstretched arms of the defensive cornerback on the far side of the field. A great play, just what the doctor ordered here, Seth.
So Ryneck well into Tuckahoe territory now at the 28-yard line. And Caparelli will hand it off. Chris Colangelo on the run, gets up to the 23-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be second down.
Carrying the play, number 44, Chris Colangelo.
Colangelo took a bit of a shot to his left thigh or his left quad muscle there. But he came up, seemed fine, and he will, of course, continue. He is a warrior. He's going to stay in there. Definitely does not want to miss his last game at Ryneck Field. As we mentioned in the pregame, Ryneck will be going back to Woodlands next week for their playoff opener.
The handoff getting tripped up
Gio
was Gio Maffei on the
there inside the 20.
Carrying the play, number 42, Gio Maffei. Goes for 4 yards, will bring up 3rd down and short.
So 3rd and 1 upcoming for the Blackcats.
Huge 3rd down here, Seth. They've got to keep the chains moving or score. They cannot turn it over on downs. This is just outside Roman Calcagni's field goal range, so they'll be going for it on 4th if they don't score here.
Yeah, this is definitely 4-down territory, but they're hoping not to use it. And the misdirection, the handoff to the near side. It is Colangelo still on his feet, and Colangelo is down inside the 10-yard line.
Blackhawk carrying the play, number 44, Chris Colangelo.
Great job by Colangelo fighting for those extra yards.
It was enough for first down, where it'll be first and goal for the Blackhawks.
A good cut-up field gained him an extra 5 at least.
So Ryneck trying to get on the board for the first time today. First and goal for the Blackcats. Just around 8 minutes or so left in the second quarter. The clock unofficial. Caparelli behind center. And he will hand it off. Maffei battling, scratching, and clawing. And does not get much. Back to around the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down.
Play, number 42, Gio
Number 76, Brandon Paris, was on the stop there for Tuckahoe. He grabbed him by the shirt, and it became sort of a tug of war whether Gio Maffei was going to be able to outpump his own jersey strength.
Caparelli hands it off. Maffei has some open room. He's diving for the pylon, and he is in for the touchdown! Gio Maffei ties the game at 6 with a 6-yard touchdown run, and Ryneck is on the board.
Maffei seemed to lose control of the ball, but it was after he had crossed the goal line, so they ruled it a touchdown. But no matter, because Ryneck pounced on the ball to maintain possession, just to be sure. And now it's Roman Calcagni in for the extra point.
So the sophomore will try to put Ryneck in front at 6'6", 7:23 left to go second quarter. Snap spot, kick is away, end over end, and it is good. Ryneck leads 7-6.
Roman Calcagni is good.
So Ryneck up 7-6. They will kick it away. It's Jake Calcagni, and he kicks it short. It is fielded there by Tuckahoe, but he had his knee on the ground, so he will be down where he picked it up. That was Christian Pinto on the play there, and Tuckahoe will begin at their own 22-yard line.
And on the kickoff, there was no return. It'll be first and 10 for Tuckahoe at the 23-yard line.
So first and 10 here for the Tigers. Both teams scoring early touchdowns today. The handoff is up the middle. Not much doing there for Tuckahoe. A pile of Blackcats in on the tackle.
Tuckahoe carry on the play goes for 3 yards. It'll bring up second down and 7.
It's a gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7 upcoming here for Tuckahoe. Nearing the midway point of the second quarter. Shotgun formation. The handoff is up the middle and toppling head over heels.
Annunziata leaves his feet to try and gain some extra yardage there, but he's short of the 30-yard line. That could have been an opportunity for a turnover if he wasn't more careful with the ball.
So it'll be third down and 4 from the 28-yard line. Tuckahoe needs to get to the 32. Nunziata in the shotgun formation. And he will hand it off. Corrado wrapped up in the backfield. Fourth down upcoming for Tuckahoe. and decision time for Tom Etrie, the head coach. And the decision appears to be punt.
Tackle made by number 54, Peter Cueto.
And on the
Great
sack
tackle
for the
by
Black Hats,
Cueto
number
there,
54,
stopping him
Pedro
for
Cueto.
really no gain on the play.
And he'll bring out 4th down for Tuckahoe.
Back deep for Ryneck is Colangelo and Calcagney.
And the punt was nearly blocked. It gets to Colangelo, catches it at the 40-yard line and gets immediately wrapped up. So no return on the punt. Nice job there by Roman Calcagney coming in on the coverage. And Ryneck will have possession from their own 41-yard line.
At this time, we are asking Brian Mazza and Shelly DeBramo O'Malley to please report to Mr. Seglia on the track.
Correction, that was
Again,
Christian
Brian
Pinto
Mazza
on
and
the
Shelly DeBramo
tackle.
O'Malley, please report to Mr. Seglia on the track.
The play-action pass wide open and just off his fingertips. Nick DeRico nearly brought it down at the 25-yard line. Instead, it'll be second down. I like the play call, though.
Yeah, Frank Caparelli has really thrown some nice balls today. As the season has progressed, we've seen a lot of growth from Caparelli on his deep throws, and that ball was right on the money. A very tough catch for DeRico, and unfortunately he wasn't able to come up with it, Seth.
Ryneck, come on! No, you can do it! Go Black Hats!
Caparelli behind center for 2nd and 10. Man in motion was Colangelo, but a whistle before the snap, and that
We had a
appears to
little
be.
movement on the left side of the line there, Seth. Yeah.
Indication is a false start against
That
the
is
Black
the
Hats.
call, so pushing back 5 yards, it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Black Hats.
Hopefully that's not an unfortunate stall to this
After the
drive,
5-yard mark-off,
because
it'll
it
bring
is
up
so
2nd
early. I
down
mean, it's only
and
the second
15.
play of the drive, obviously, after that punt return or non-punt return by Colangelo. But they have the ball in favorable field position. They can really make something of it. It's not too late. It's only 2nd and 15, plenty of time to develop something.
Caparelli hands it off. Maffei right up the middle. He's got room to go past midfield, first down to the 45-yard line, and he's finally wrestled out at the 40. It's a gain of 19 and a first down for Ryneck.
Seth, really interesting here.
25 yards. It'll be first
Really interesting here how Gio Maffei was able to, we could see right in front of us at about the 49-yard line, the defensive player tried to tackle him by the shirt, and you can see where the ball is now. He gained another 9 yards after that contact.
So good job there by Maffei to get the Black Hats into Tuckahoe territory. Now first down. Caparelli behind center. They will go right back to Maffei, and he gets 5 yards, still trying to push the pile.
Yeah, careful how you call that yardage before he goes down. This guy does not like to go to the ground, Seth. Continuing to churn his legs. Of course, that does bring into play the opposite side of things, where they were trying to do almost nothing but strip that ball out of his hands for those last 4 or 5 yards carried.
Play brought us to the 4-minute warning.
We're at the
Again,
4-minute warning
for
after the
first down.
5-yard carry. Maffei already 9 rushes, 52 yards, and of course the touchdown.
And we'd like to remind
He has
all
been a
fans
major
at
part of
halftime
this
to remain
Ryneck
in your
offense.
seats for the
Want to let you know
2023
we will be staying here at Ryneck at halftime for the Hall of Fame induction ceremony for 2 former Panthers. Will be going into the Athletics Hall of Fame here, so stay tuned for that. That's coming up at halftime here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Do we know who they are?
Shelly DeBramo and Brian Mazza will be getting honored in just a few
Congratulations
minutes.
to both of them. It's a big honor.
The handoff is to Jack Evans, and Evans wrestles his way to the 36-yard line, gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short.
Once again, Seth, Tuckahoe trying to strip that ball away from the ball carrier on every possession. It seems that is their goal. There is a risk inherent with that because more yardage can be gained if you're not wrapping up and tackling and rather trying to strip the ball away. If you're not successful, well, you haven't wrapped up and tackled. So more yardage can be gained.
Third and short, just over 3 minutes left to go, second quarter. Ryneck driving, but a timeout is called by Ryneck coach Nick Iannello, his first of the first half. And while they talk things over, we'll step out. You're watching LMC Varsity Sports High School Football. Ryneck leads Tuckahoe 7-6 on LMC TV.
In earlier action.
A big play early on in this game, 2:57 left in the second quarter. Ryneck leading by 1, and they have third and short upcoming here from the Tuckahoe 32-yard line. Caparelli behind center, man in motion is Evans, he gets it, Evans off tackle, Evans has enough for the first down, and he gets tripped up at the 28-yard line. It's first down for Ryneck.
Christian Pinto on the tackle there for the Tigers, Seth. But not before, as you said, Evans picks up the first down.
Again, this is such a physical Ryneck team. They always have been. Nick Iannello, smash mouth football. And they are tough to wrestle to the ground. And Evans getting enough for the first down. He's up to unofficially 26 yards on the day so far. So first and 10 here for Ryneck. And the handoff is to Colangelo. Colangelo, some open field. Colangelo inside the 10. He is in for the touchdown.
That touchdown, 44, Chris Colangelo. However, there's a flag on the field.
But there is a flag on the field, so hold off the celebration, and it's in the vicinity of offensive holding. And the referees are bringing the teams back, so this is coming back.
Yeah, that was definitely holding on the offense there, Seth.
And that is the indication, so push Ryneck back 10 yards, and the touchdown is wiped off by Colangelo.
After the 10-yard mark off on the penalty, it'll be first down.
So that will make it first and about 20 upcoming for Ryneck on the 39-yard line.
Do it again, Ryneck! Do it again!
It is Maffei who gets the handoff, and a gain of about 5 on the play. It'll be second down.
Black Hat carrying the play, number 42, Gio Maffei.
Maffei's 10th carry of the game, unofficially a game-high 57 yards for him so far.
Second down and 17 here, Seth. It's going to be a big play for Ryneck with under 2 minutes remaining. They've got to try and eat away at some of this yardage to see if they can convert on third. Or just go for another touchdown to Colangelo.
The handoff is to Colangelo. Colangelo nearly breaks it. Gets back to near the original line of scrimmage. He's up to the 31-yard line.
Black Hat carry number 44, Chris Colangelo. Picks up about 7 yards. It'll bring up third down and 9.
So it'll be third and 9 for Ryneck. Unofficially, 1:08 and counting left in the first half.
Will we see a pass here from Caparelli on third and 9? He's got Luiso split out wide to the left. And a stoppage in play.
And Tuckahoe wants to talk things over. Maybe they're wondering that exact same question. So what's the play call? You'll have to stick around to find out on LMC Varsity Sports. Under a minute left to go, first half. Ryneck is driving, trying to score. Third and 9 upcoming for Ryneck. Under a minute left to go in the first half.
They've got the same formation. I'm guessing they're going with the same play.
It is going to be a play-action pass. Caparelli has time. He rolls. Caparelli fires across his body. It is caught and dropped. Incomplete. Jack Evans had it in his hands, but he could not hang on. It's incomplete.
That is what we are all of us NFL fans are very familiar with, the Calvin Johnson rule. You have to come down and make a football move with the ball. Evans had it in his hands, came down with it, and as he went to turn, the defender knocked the ball out of his hands. It squirted loose and is ruled an incomplete pass. Tough luck for Jack Evans on that play. Thought he had a TD, and it's nothing but an incompletion.
Ryneck will go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to, so deep in Tuckahoe territory and so little time left. Caparelli behind center. Whistle stops play just before the play. Tuckahoe calls its second timeout of the game. So as they discuss, we'll step out on LMC Varsity Sports with the Black Hats trying to convert on 4th down. So Ryneck trying to keep its drive alive. It's 4th and 9. Caparelli behind center, man in motion. And Caparelli play action. He's getting rushed, and he dumps it off. And not getting to the first down marker was Chris Colangelo on the reception, so a turnover on downs. Tuckahoe will take over with under 40
I've got to tell you, Seth, Christian Pinto has had something to say to every single player that he's tackled. I'm wondering if a taunting penalty is on the horizon here, because he has either pointed or gestured to every single guy he's had on the ground. That was a great tackle and a great play by Pinto, but the extracurriculars are definitely going to come back to bite him in the butt if he's not careful.
Football is a very emotional game, and obviously, you know, it's funny when you watch a high school football and you watch it as long as we have, and you see how much opposing teams revel in trying to ruin a team's homecoming.
Right.
And I think there's certainly a little bit of that going on here for Tuckahoe, but they trail by 1 late in the second quarter. We'll see what they try to do here in the shotgun formation. And throwing it long, Annunziata, and it is tipped and nearly intercepted by Jack Evans.
Again, you know, the same sort of situation, Seth, that we had in, I believe, the first quarter, where the sun is right in their eyes as to where that ball's coming from on the field and where they're catching it. And that ball essentially just went right through Jack Evans' hands. He had that interception, but it ended up hitting off his helmet because he probably, if I had to guess, couldn't square it up in the sun.
One thing you notice with these rushing teams, a lot of pass attempts on first down, trying to they will take their shot and then they'll go into the run. Now again, Tuckahoe only has 1 timeout left, so there's not much more for them to do other than pass it, and they're not a heavy passing team. So Annunziata in the shotgun formation again, and this time he will run right back up the middle, and he gets wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of a yard or 2. 3rd down upcoming, and Ryneck calls a timeout. That's their second. So if Ryneck gets another stop, they could get the ball back with some time.
It was an impressive tackle from Emilio Ayala there. He sniffed that out right away, got into the offensive backfield, and made the tackle before Annunziata could really do anything.
So timeout on the field, 24 seconds unofficially left to play in the first half. We'll step out and come back with more in just a moment. Well, we know what the fans want here at Ryneck High School. We'll see if the team can deliver on 3rd and long. Unofficially, 24 seconds left in the second quarter. Annunziata in the shotgun. He will throw, and it is going to be incomplete. Nobody really that close. It was intended for either Corrado or Kiernan.
You know, Seth, we can see that the wind is whipping in these trees. I wonder if it's playing any havoc with the ball in the air. It doesn't seem like anything Caparelli's had to deal with so far, but Annunziata's passes have sort of been all over the place so far.
Annunziata, 1 completion on 4 attempts so far today. He has struggled in the throwing game. Corrado, 8 rushes, approximately 35 yards. And Tuckahoe will punt with 18 seconds left. So Ryneck still has 1 timeout remaining as Tuckahoe gets it away, and that one is popped up, and they need to get away from that football. And it is going to be down at the 40-yard line with 9 seconds unofficially left. So Ryneck will have a chance for 1 or 2 plays before halftime if the clock is correct.
Interesting misjudgment here, Seth, by the punting team. They downed that ball when it definitely still had not only a few more yards to roll, but several more seconds to come off the clock. So they downed it a little bit early, gave better field position, negligible, but nonetheless better field position to Ryneck, and a few extra seconds on the clock. We'll see if Ryneck can make them pay.
Again, the clock is unofficial, but it's showing 9 seconds. Ryneck is looking like it's going to go to the air because Caparelli is in the shotgun. He rolls at midfield. Caparelli getting rushed and has to get it away. Incomplete. And 2 seconds showing on the scoreboard. It looks like there is still time left, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for Ryneck.
I don't think there's much mystery to what play is going to be run here. Maybe they throw it short and try and run it in, but I have to imagine Caparelli is going to be...
Ryneck calls its final timeout.
Okay. So we'll see what happens right after this timeout, Seth.
Ryneck football trying to complete a 3-for-3 day here on homecoming. The field hockey team and the girls soccer team both winning in games played earlier today. And the football team looking for its 2nd victory of the season. They lead 7-6, and Ryneck appears to be in the clock it formation, and Caparelli will, actually he will throw, and he will throw long, and it is going to be intercepted by Chris Corrado. So the throw was incomplete. It looked like for a second they were just going to take a knee, but he threw it long, and that will bring us to the end of half number 1. Ryneck leads it 7-6. We're back with more in just a moment. The halftime ceremony coming up next. The Hall of Fame ceremony will be coming your way during halftime, and we'll come back with you for the second half of action with Ryneck leading Tuckahoe 7-6.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the 50-yard line for a very special presentation. Joining Mr. Seglia are today's Hall of Fame honorees, Mr. Brian Mazza and Mrs. Michelle Shelley DeBramo O'Malley. Brian Mazza, a graduate of the class of 2002, made his mark on the soccer field. A member of the varsity for 5 years, Brian consistently contributed to Ryneck's run at league and sectional titles, including garnering a sectional crown his sophomore year. Brian was one of the most formidable athletes in Section 1, the 4-time All-League, 2-time All-Section, and All-State player, was a dominant force on the playing field, a scoring threat no matter who the opponent was. Brian culminated his senior season as the Ryneck scoring record holder with 120 goals, a title he still holds today, while also totaling 304 career points. He was named League MVP for 2 years running and was Westchester County Player of the Year after earning a place on the Garnet newspaper first team for the 2nd consecutive season. Congratulations to Brian Mazza, class of 2002 and 2015 Athletics Hall of Fame inductee. Our second inductee, Michelle Shelley DeBramo O'Malley. Shelley, a class of 1972 graduate, was an all-around athlete. A 4-year varsity field hockey player, Shelley was a key member of one of the school's first undefeated teams. Her senior year, she was captain and leading scorer on the field hockey team. Shelley also displayed her athleticism as a member of the lacrosse team and on the cheerleading squad. But it was in gymnastics where Shelley made her mark. A 5-year participant, Shelley was a pioneer of Section 1 gymnastics. A true competitor, she dominated most meets, winning countless events. At the Southern Westchester Divisionals in her senior year, she won every event she entered: the horse, floor exercise, uneven bars, and balance beam. She also earned the title Top All-Around Gymnast in Southern Westchester. Her prowess on the gymnasium garnered her honors at a time when gymnastics and women's sports in general received little recognition. Most notably, Shelley was a Con Ed Award winner, Ryneck's first female to receive the honor, and one of the first women in the county to be honored with the prestigious award. Congratulations to Shelley DeBramo O'Malley, class of 1972 and 2015 Athletic Hall of Fame inductee.
Third quarter action about to get underway here at Ryneck High School. The Black Hats leading Tuckahoe 7-6. Some leaders. Gio Maffei, 10 carries for 57 yards for Ryneck. And Chris Corrado, 35 yards on 8 carries for Tuckahoe. It will be Ryneck receiving the opening kickoff of the half. Robert Kiernan will kick it away.
Tuckahoe winning and electing to receive in the first half is the reason for that, Seth. So Ryneck with the advantage here.
Calcagni and Colangelo back to receive. And the kick is deep. It's towards Colangelo. He catches it inside his own 10. And Colangelo has room to run. Colangelo up the middle. Colangelo on his feet to midfield. And he's tripped up at the 47-yard line. So good field position for Ryneck to begin half number 2.
Zeke Lugtu was the only thing standing between a 92-yard punt kickoff return for Chris Colangelo. Really unfortunate for Colangelo. He had to regain his balance fighting to stay on his feet just as Lugtu was there to make the tackle. So he really didn't stand a chance to continue that drive, that return.
So Ryneck begins the second half on their own 48-yard line right in front of us. And the handoff is to Evans. He goes around the end. He's past midfield. Evans to the 45-yard line. I think he powered ahead of the 43. So it'll be a gain of 8 for Jake Evans.
He is picked up and
for Jack Evans, excuse me.
Right, he is picked up and dumped on his head by Chris Corrado, number 4 for Tuckahoe. A tough, violent tackle by Corrado puts Evans on the ground, but a nice carry by Jack Evans around the left end.
Well, they marked him down at the 45-yard line, so 2nd and 3 upcoming. Just underway, third quarter. Ryneck leads it 7-6. Maffei the rushing touchdown. And a false start is going to be called against Ryneck as they jumped. It was Chris Corrado who had a fumble recovery for a touchdown in the first quarter. That was Tuckahoe scoring. They had the extra point blocked.
It looked like Peter Cueto might have just flinched a little bit on the right end of the line there. Unfortunate. That's the tricky, weird thing about offensive line play, Seth, is you can barely even breathe, blink, let alone flinch on the offensive line, and that's all that happened. He really didn't move too early. His body just twitched a little bit, and that's all it took.
So Ryneck pushed back right to the midfield stripe on the 50-yard line, 2nd and 8.
Split wide right is John Luiso.
And the handoff is to Colangelo, and Colangelo gets bottled up after a gain of about 2.
Tackle made by Lugtu and Corrado on that one, Seth.
So 3rd and 5 upcoming for Ryneck. Early stages, third quarter. Black Hats trying to move the chains after a long kickoff return by Colangelo. Got them near midfield, but so far nothing cooking after that on their first 2 plays. 3 in the backfield as normal behind Frank Caparelli, the senior quarterback, and he will hand it off, and it's off to Evans. Evans in the open field. Evans is still on his feet, and he's wrestled down at the 20-yard line. So a gain of about 25 yards. Evans, who got it from Spencer, and Ryneck is in business.
It's a great job on that sort of mixture of a double reverse and a scissors play. Evans has gotten that type of handoff in several different situations, but usually it's come from Caparelli. This time, coming from Spencer, was a little bit of an extra wrinkle there that really sent Tuckahoe the wrong direction.
So a good play call there by Nick Iannello gets the Black Hats to the 20-yard line. And now Caparelli will hand it off again. This time not much cooking. Right back to the line of scrimmage is Colangelo, gain of maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd down. Correction, Nick DeRico on the run for Ryneck. His first carry of the afternoon.
right on the Tuckahoe 20
That's an
yard line.
easy mistake to make there, Seth. They have very similar body types. Really, the only thing separating them is the size of their shoulder pads and the number on their jersey. But it's hard to tell when they're under a pile of bodies which one it is. It definitely looked like Colangelo carrying that ball.
So 2nd and 9 upcoming for Ryneck as the crowd here gets into it again. Caparelli will pass. He throws it, and it is dropped, nearly intercepted.
Good job by Spencer breaking up that interception that Robert Kiernan was sure to have if Spencer did not come in and disrupt that play.
So 3rd down and long upcoming.
Number 24, Logan Spencer, falls incomplete.
I've seen both these quarterbacks throwing across their bodies a couple of times, not really getting a lot of zip on the ball, and
a couple of rather inadvisable pass attempts. Caparelli's got to set his feet and throw. He obviously isn't seeing anyone open, and frankly, I'm not sure there was anyone open.
Now, meanwhile, a personal foul face mask call has been called against Tuckahoe, and that will be half the distance to the goal and an automatic 1st down. That was called behind the play. The flag is being picked up on the 33-yard line. So I think it might have been Caparelli who got fouled on the play. So Ryneck is in business now. They are on the 10-yard line.
I missed that one, Seth. You have a tendency to follow the ball when it's in the air. Obviously, that must have happened as he released it.
So 1st down for Ryneck. The handoff is up the middle. Not much doing there.
That's that sort of 3 yards in a cloud of dust play there. Picked up a couple.
So 2nd and goal upcoming for Ryneck from inside the 10-yard line.
These are tough yards for both teams here in the early stages of the 2nd half.
The carry to Maffei up the middle. He's in, untouched, touchdown, Blackhawks! Roman Calcagni on for the extra point. Ryneck up 13-6. Make it 14-6 for Ryneck, as it was actually incomplete. I thought that one was through the upright. So extra point incomplete. Both teams have now missed one, and Ryneck leads it 13-6. 8 minutes left to go at Ryneck High School as they toss T-shirts into the stands. We will take a timeout on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, Ryneck with a 13-6 lead, and the kick is grounded. It is picked up by Tuckahoe. This is Pinto, and Pinto still on his feet at the 40-yard line, and forward progress is stopped there. That's where Tuckahoe will begin their drive, down by 7 here in the 3rd quarter. They just had a T-shirt toss here at Ryneck High School, and Steve, I've never seen it before. They threw T-shirts out from the press box. Normally they're out from the field area, but
had everyone turned around a little bit.
Everybody was turning around, yelling up for the press box. Nobody quite knew where to look, as a matter of fact. They figured it out. A number of T-shirts thrown out into this capacity crowd here at Ryneck High School. A very energetic group here as Ryneck looking for win number 2 on the season, as they look to get ready for the Section 1 Class C playoffs next weekend. Annunziata takes it himself and gets wrapped up behind the line.
Good gang tackle from the Black Hats there. Getting about 5 Black Hats to the ball on that one. Leading the charge was Mark Cinciulli. Also in on the tackle was Gio Maffei.
He ruled him down at the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Generous forward progress there, Seth.
A little bit of confusion. They got Robert Kiernan lined up as tight end as Annunziata takes the shotgun snap. And he will throw over the middle. It is intercepted! Nick DiRico on the interception, and Dorico wrestled down at the 30-yard line. Ryneck in business.
The ball bounced off of freshman Eric Segura's hands right into the waiting arms of Nick Dorico. Great heads-up football from Dorico there as he returns it about 15, 20 yards on that interception return. And Ryneck is in business.
So Ryneck has the ball on the Tuckahoe 30-yard line. You know, you start the second half with possession, you get a touchdown, you get a turnover, and all of a sudden Mr. Momentum is on Black Hat's side. They lead it 13-6, 6:51 left to go third quarter. And the handoff is fumbled by Colangelo, but he pounces back on it.
It's funny, I was just about to say, Seth, I was discussing before the game with Chris Colangelo's father how momentum football is the one sport where momentum really does play a factor within the game. It's such a physical game. And speaking of physical, we have an injury on the field. So I suppose, Seth, why don't we take a quick break? And we'll be back here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Zeke Lutu off the field after suffering what appears to be a lower body injury. We'll keep you posted on his status. 6:24 left to go third quarter. Ryneck 2nd and 15 after Colangelo pounced on the near fumble. Man in motion is Evans. He gets it. Evans flagged down on the play and it is in the vicinity of offensive holding. So this one might be coming back. It was a gain of about 9 on the play, and it is offensive holding against Ryneck.
That play came a little too easily to Ryneck on what looked to be not a very clean left edge there, and obviously it wasn't clean because it was holding. So that gain negated. It's, you know, some holds, Seth, are unnecessary. That one was necessary. If that hold was not happening, I don't think Evans would have gotten nearly the gain that he had gotten.
So Ryneck pushed back now. It's going to be 2nd and 25 for the Black Hats, and they are moving the wrong way after the interception return by Dorico. The handoff is to Maffei. He's up the middle. Maffei gets 6 of those yards back. It'll be 3rd and long upcoming for Ryneck.
Number 52, Richard Jacobs, in on the tackle there for Tuckahoe.
So 3rd and about 18 to go for Ryneck. They are in 4-down territory. We'll see what the decision is if they don't get it on this play. Under 6 minutes left to play, closer to 5 left to play third quarter. And the handoff to Colangelo. Colangelo breaks a little bit of room. Colangelo, he lost the football. It is taken by Corrado. Corrado is still on his feet. And he's down near midfield. Boy, I think he just took the football right out of the hands of Colangelo. And all of a sudden, Mr. Momentum might be changing sides.
That is a very unfortunate turn of events for the Black Hats, Seth. Looked like Colangelo was pushing forward. It would have brought up 4th down and short for Ryneck, and unfortunately, that looks to be about a 25, 30-yard fumble return for Corrado and the Tigers.
So Tuckahoe has it on the Ryneck 45-yard line. I mean, Colangelo never went down to the ground. I don't think the football ever made it to the ground.
I think you're right, Seth. He just took it right out of his hands.
So
stripped it clean.
Off the shotgun, the handoff is to Pinto, and Pinto is wrapped up behind the line for a loss of 2.
Colangelo getting some retribution on that play. Came right up and slammed Pinto to the ground. Loss of 2 on the play there.
They'll bring up 2nd down for Tuckahoe.
Well, I know there's not much that's gonna take away the sting of a fumble and a return like that for Colangelo, but that definitely goes a long way towards doing so.
As long as it doesn't result in points the other way, that's always the concern. Is the keeper by Annunziata, he gets up to about the 43-yard line before a gang of Black Hats brings him to the turf. 3rd and long upcoming for Tuckahoe.
That defensive effort, the charge led by Emilio Ayala for the Black Hats. Strong effort by Ayala to bring Annunziata to the ground there.
Annunziata will hand it off to Corrado. Corrado trying to get around the end. He will not get there. Gain of 2 on the play. 4th and 5 upcoming for Tuckahoe.
Good job again from Ayala with the help of Logan Spencer on that tackle, Seth. So it'll be 4th down and 4 for Tuckahoe. I imagine they'll be going for it here as their offense is still on the field and Annunziata is coming in with the play.
It's important for Tuckahoe to get a first down here just to keep its defense off the field a little bit too. They've been on for a long stretch of this 3rd quarter and they could use more than just 4 plays. Big play in this game, Annunziata behind center.
You can hear the chants from the crowd here, capacity crowd at Ryneck High School.
False start, I think, on Tuckahoe.
Looks like they called the timeout before it could be called. I thought I saw some movement on the line as well.
You know what? They did not call a false start. They called a timeout for Tuckahoe with 2:43 left to go in the 4th quarter. So while they discuss, we will step out on LMC Varsity Sports. So after the Tuckahoe timeout, they now have 2 remaining. We'll see if that looms large later on in this game. They will have 4th down, 4 to go from the Ryneck 39-yard line. They have to get to the 35. In the shotgun, it's an option. He flips it to Pinto, and Pinto did not get there. Coming out of the pile is Dan Garofalo. Ryneck has possession.
Play number 2, Christian Pinto. On the tackle for the Black Hats, number 5, Jack Evans.
Fantastic job by Ryneck there. Coming up with the stop was Jack Evans right at the 1st down marker. And the hit was hard enough to loosen the ball. And then I believe it was Dan Garofalo to come up with that fumble recovery.
Yeah, you know, it didn't really matter whether it was a fumble or not because he did not get there. But that being said, obviously the ball coming out made it a moot point. So Ryneck back in possession as the defense holds after the fumble. Boy, big hit there on Maffei, but he gets his way back to the 40-yard line.
Christian Pinto for Tuckahoe is obviously the most physical player on their team. He is coming up and making some really solid contact. You know, you make a good point, Seth, about the fact that it was a 4th down, and so fumble or no, but the ball could be fumbled forward, and they could have gotten a 1st down there. That would have been really unfortunate.
Maffei now 13 rushes, unofficially 71 yards. Those numbers may be different than what they have officially on the scorebook, but we're trying to keep you as up to date as possible.
All right, we'll take it, Seth.
Caparelli will hand it off. Maffei gets up to the 44, 45-yard line.
Out to the 46, it looks like. So he'll be just shy of the 1st down.
So 3rd and 2 upcoming for Ryneck. About 90 seconds left to go 3rd quarter. Black Hats holding a 1-possession lead. Boy, would they love in a game like this to go up by 2 scores as we near the end of the 3rd quarter. Maffei has it again. Maffei has the 1st down, and Maffei gets his way to the 45-yard line. 1st down, Ryneck, gain of 10.
Number 76, Brandon Paris on the tackle there. And number 6, Robert Kiernan, comes up limping for Tuckahoe. We'll see if that affects his play. He's a key defensive player in the middle linebacker spot.
So Ryneck into Tiger territory on the Tuckahoe 45-yard line. And And they continue to grind away here in the fourth quarter. The handoff is to Evans. Evans cannot get back to the line of scrimmage, a loss of 3 on the play.
Black Hat carry on the play, number 5, Jack Evans. It'll bring up second down.
The referees moved the ball forward, the forward progress. I guess they gave him a little bit of credit there, only a 2-yard loss. Lucky for Evans.
Under a minute left to play third quarter according to the scoreboard, which is not official.
It is 13-6 though, that is official.
That part is certainly official, and Ryneck
Yes.
hoping it stays that way, or even if that 13 becomes a 19. And that's what they're driving for right now, 2nd and 12. Could be the final play of the quarter. It is Colangelo. Colangelo has a first down. Colangelo getting wrestled down at the 20-yard line. First down for Ryneck. And that is the end of quarter number 3. So Ryneck moving the chains there at the 20-yard line. 3 quarters in the books at Ryneck High School. The Black Cats lead at 13-6.
So here we are at the start of the fourth quarter. Ryneck clings to a 13-7 lead. It is 1st and 10 after the huge gain by Chris Colangelo. And the ball goes to Gio Maffei. He breaks it open around the left side, inside the 10-yard line, down to the 9. Tuckahoe is indicating that they have possession of the ball. I believe they ruled him down by contact. Yes, that is the ruling. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Black Hats just at the 10-yard line.
You know, the way that Nick Ianello's offense works is it just pounds you as a defense, and you wear out. And I think what you're seeing in the second half is the Ryneck offensive line, and that punishing Ryneck offense is starting to wear Tuckahoe out.
Carry by Colangelo around the right side. He cuts it upfield, and in for the score. Touchdown, Black Hats. Colangelo had to feel great about carrying that in for the score, as the Black Hats are going to now go for 2 and try and push it to a 15-point lead.
That seemed to be the signal coming from the sideline, and you know, again, it's very difficult to keep this Ryneck offense off the board for 4 quarters. They punish you, they grind you, they wear you out, and Ryneck trying to make it a 15-point lead.
Caparelli on the fake gets it to Colangelo, who gets pounded by Isaiah Williams, the big defensive tackle for the Tigers. So the extra point attempt is no good. The score remains 19-6 with just about 11 and a half minutes remaining in the game. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. So Ryneck is set to kick off. Into kick will be number 3, Jake Calcagni. His younger brother handles the extra point and field goal attempts, but the senior handles the kickoffs. A squib kick handled just inside the 30 by number 28, Peter Gherkin. Gherkin is brought down by number 21, Gabe Azram. And Tuckahoe will take over there.
You know, Tuckahoe scored early on in this game, and they scored on that fumble recovery. And really, ever since then, this Ryneck defense has really throttled them and not given Tuckahoe a chance to get a whole lot of offense. They are led today rushing-wise. Corollo has 37 yards, but really, ever since that first quarter, pretty much almost all that offense came in that opening quarter. And since then, he's been held down. The Tuckahoe passing attack has been held down. They're going to have to find a way to get things going.
Chris Corrado has been the workhorse for Tuckahoe all afternoon. But as you said, Seth, he really hasn't gotten much going aside from a few chunk yardage pickups here and there. It's been slow plodding for the Tigers all day long. You know, Seth, I want to return to a point you made earlier late in that last drive, right before Colangelo had the touchdown run. Ionello's teams do a great job of identifying the weakness in the defense and pounding that spot until they overcommit, and that's right when you see that misdirection play, which goes for a big gash play. Penalty flag on the field as Annunziata carries it on the quarterback keeper. Pickup of about 6 or 7 on the play. Pickup of 6, but it is holding on Tuckahoe, which probably broke that play free for the gain that it got, as we were talking about before. Usually, when there's a holding penalty, that's the reason for the yardage gained. So, Ryneck has accepted the penalty. They'll march it off 10 yards from the spot of the foul. They'll bring up second down and a long 19. Or first down, sorry, and a long 19 for Tuckahoe after that 10-yard penalty. For any of those that are confused out there, 10-yard holding penalties are marched off from the spot of the penalty. So since that penalty occurred just about a yard ahead of the line of scrimmage, that is where they march it off from. So rather than a straight 10 being first and 20, it's first and 19. Annunziata is in the shotgun. He takes it on a keeper again. Gets back past the original line of scrimmage, across the 45-yard line, out to the Tuckahoe 47-yard line. It'll be second down and 7 now for the Tigers.
You see on the Ryneck sideline a number of alums of this Ryneck football program. Pedro Cueto is down there, Chris Richard, Jake Sevion as well. And after today's game, it is senior day here at Ryneck High School. They will honor their seniors, so make sure you stay tuned for that. That is coming up after the final whistle.
Annunziata looked to have that pass intended for Christian Pinto. There was a variety of Ryneck defenders in the area, and that ball bounces for an incompletion.
You know, but when you're a team like Tuckahoe and you thrive on running on the running game, when you're trailing by 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, it is so difficult to make that comeback because you have to go through the air.
It takes you out of your game.
You're not used to it. And
right.
I think right now you're seeing Tuckahoe trying to go through the air. They only have 1 completion on 5 attempts today, and it's not working out so well for them right now.
Annunziata in the shotgun. He's attempting the pass again. He finds Corrado, tries to turn it upfield, crosses midfield, but is down at about the 48-yard line of the Black Hats. So it'll be 4th down and 2.
And here's a moment in this game for Ryneck when they can really put a dent in Tuckahoe's hopes of a comeback. If they can hold them here, again, Ryneck is that running game, and every series is another 2 minutes off of that clock, and Tuckahoe only has 2 timeouts left.
Hand off to Corrado. He cuts it upfield inside the 45-yard line, down at the 44. Ryneck fighting for that ball, trying to strip it away, but to no avail as Tuckahoe moves the chains. First down for the Tigers.
And again, you know, you talk about smash mouth football. Boy, Corrado going in on that play and was not giving up until he got to that, marker. There's a pretty big hit on that play as well, and he hung onto that ball. These two teams are coming right at each other here in the fourth quarter. You know, Seth, you make a good point about how they've only gotten 1 completion, and that's not their game. They look for smash mouth football. But I've got to tell you that Annunziata looks to have a good throwing motion. And just as I say that, the ball is picked off by Gio Maffei. Maffei carries it across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line, down to the Tuckahoe 42-yard line. Beautiful play from Gio Maffei. Well, that's a good job by Maffei. He was kind of hiding there in the second level, and Annunziata just threw it right to him. He tipped it up in the air, came down with it, and Ryneck is in business. Unofficially, 8:24 left in the fourth quarter, but now Ryneck can put his running game to task. I have a sneaking suspicion you will not be seeing a lot of throws by Frank Caparelli coming up, because Ryneck has a chance to really put a dent in that clock.
And with the way that they've been moving the ball on the ground, there's really no reason for them to put it in the air unless they want to go over the top for a touchdown to really seal it away. Colangelo carries it around the right end. He is met hard by Christian Pinto once again. It has been mano a mano, Colangelo versus Pinto all afternoon.
And Colangelo didn't get much. He might have been able to get a little bit more had he gone closer to the sideline, but you don't want to go to the sideline if you're Ryneck right now. The most
smart
important
play by Colangelo to take that hit, keep possession of the ball, stay in bounds, and keep that clock moving.
The most important thing right now for Ryneck, stay in bounds.
Carried by Jake Calcagni, tackled violently by Matthew Annunziata. I think he's taking a little bit of his frustrations on the passing game out on Calcagni on that tackle.
And listen, you got to wrap him up somehow. That's a really nice tackle right as Calcagni was about to get a little bit of open field. But again, the most important opponent in this game for Tuckahoe right now is that clock, which continues to tick. It's now under 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to go.
Gio Maffei back behind quarterback. The scissors play to Jack Evans. Works once again. Looks to be enough for the first down. Inside the 35, down to the 31. And that is enough for a Black Hats first down with 7 minutes remaining in the game. Ryneck up on Tuckahoe 19-6.
Excuse me, so the clock stops with 7 minutes to go until they move the chains. The chains have been moved, and the clock starts again. Now again, Tuckahoe 2 timeouts left, and Ryneck is just eating up minutes here in this fourth quarter, up 19-6.
Logan Spencer is split wide left for the Black Hats. Carry by Gio Maffei. Pickup of about 13 on the play. Moves the chains once again inside the 20-yard line.
And again, our numbers are unofficial, but according to our numbers, that puts Maffei at 110 yards for the day. So Gio Maffei having a tremendous day. Of course, 2 touchdown runs as well. That won't hurt either for Ryneck.
Coming into the game, number 21, Gabe Azram. In for Jack Evans, giving him a breather. He deserves it. Clock approaching 6 minutes to go in the game. Carry by Colangelo around the right side. Cuts it upfield and goes back outside. Tackled this time by Chris Corrado.
Carrying the play, number 44, Chris Colangelo.
Colangelo picks up about 5 yards on the play there. It'll be second down and
Goes for close to
6.
5 yards. It'll bring up second down.
Second down and a long 5. Clock continuing to roll, under 6 minutes remaining in the game.
Ryneck trying to improve to 2-4 on the season. They will be the number 3 seed in the Class C playoffs, which begin next week. They'll be facing Woodlands at Woodlands, a team they lost to earlier in the season, 44-18. But
last week, as a matter of fact.
Last week they lost to them, and
carried by Gio Maffei. He is snuffed out right at the line of scrimmage. You know, Seth, another thing, I was talking to some of the Ryneck coaching staff and boosters, and they were talking about how Woodlands just put it to them a little bit and intimidated them a little bit. This is a young Ryneck team, and I think coming back after a game like the Woodlands game, losing 44-18, and then having a successful campaign here today will really help boost their confidence and give them a lot of energy and enthusiasm going into this playoff game in a rematch with Woodlands.
And once you've seen them, and again, Woodlands and Ryneck are 2 teams that have had some epic postseason encounters.
Gio Maffei is taken down quickly by Justin Walker, the senior defensive tackle, number 55. 4th down and 4 for the Black Hats here, and they will go for it, see if they can pick up the first down and either score or just wind down the clock.
Well, a field goal attempt will put them up 22-6. They're at the 14-yard line. Field goals It is a very windy, blustery afternoon here today at Ryneck, so field goal attempts.
Well, that would be a 32-yard attempt, which is pretty much the limit of most high school place kickers.
So they're going to go for it, but before they do, a timeout, or rather the 4-minute warning has been called here, the 4-minute warning. Ryneck has all 3 of its timeouts left. Tuckahoe has 2 timeouts remaining, and the 4-minute warning is generally just a chance for the referee to remind each coach
It's
how
just a
many
notification.
timeouts.
It's not a timeout like it would be in college or pros.
And they also don't use the 4-minute warning in a game with an official clock, so that's a way of, when the scoreboard is unofficial, make sure the referees, make sure the coaches know how much time is left.
Seems like they've been doing a good job of it, though, considering they're right on time with the officials. So Caparelli tries to draw the defense off sides with a hard count. Doesn't work. So now the ball goes to Asram. Asram fights, spins, gets inside the 10, down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Black Hats.
Carry on the play, number 21, Gabe Asram.
Nice job by Asram there. So slippery, so tough to bring down. And he gets Ryneck that 1st down, and again, the clock continues to roll.
You've got to hand it to him, Seth. Sorry, that the spin move in football is one of the toughest to actually pull off and execute effectively, because what you're doing is turning your back to the defense. So when you finish that spin, you could be finding a face full of face mask and shoulder pad, depending on how effectively or ineffectively you employ that spin move. So great job from Adram.
And I think Tuckahoe calls a timeout, so now Tuckahoe's in trouble with its timeouts. They only have 1 remaining and 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. So Tuckahoe in danger of going down by 3 scores, and that could really put the exclamation point on this homecoming afternoon here at Ryneck High School.
With 3 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in the game, Tuckahoe is down 19-6 to Ryneck. We'll be back in just a minute on LMC Varsity Sports. So here we are with 1st and goal for the Black Hats. Caparelli remains under center, of course. Gio Maffei in the backfield. He carries it, bounces it outside, and in for the score. Gio Maffei with the 4-yard touchdown run makes the score 25-6 with the extra point to come.
Boy, Maffei has just been so good in this game. 117 yards on 20 runs and 3 touchdowns. He has been the main impact player in this game for Ryneck, and the junior running back is making a name for himself on senior day.
In to attempt the extra point for the Black Hats is number 2, the sophomore, Roman Calcagni. The snap, the hold, the kick is blocked. No good. The defensive rush a little too strong for the Black Hats there. So the score remains 25-6 with 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the game. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. So into kickoff for the Black Hats is Roman's older brother, Jake Calcagni. He squibs it. It hits off of number 46, Christian Napolitano. And he was very quick to get back and try and recover that. Unfortunately for him, he slams into his teammate, number 6, Robert Kiernan, I believe knee first to the chest, which never feels good.
No, that could not have felt good, and dangerous play there for Tuckahoe, though they will get possession and a chance. They need a quick strike here. 3:02 left and only 1 timeout. Tuckahoe needs to score quickly to have a chance to make this comeback. They trail by 19, so they need 3 scores.
So Annunziata comes in with the play. He breaks the huddle.
Hold him, Ryneck! Hold him! Ryneck, grab the ball!
1 running back in the backfield, and that is the senior co-captain, Christopher Corrado. Annunziata is in the shotgun. It looks like everyone left a little early, but Annunziata will tuck it and run. Picks up about 3 on the play.
And there was a little bit of pushing and shoving right as Annunziata got up. It looked like he shoved. I believe it was Garofalo that he shoved. and I think Tuckahoe is about to be penalized.
Tackle number 54, Pedro Cueto. There's a flag on the field.
And Tuckahoe is walking backwards after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
A 15-yarder on the personal foul, so it'll be first and 20. I guess actually, you know what? That was after the play was blown dead. So they will lose the down on the short gain. And it is now second and about 18. Throws the ball up for Corrado. Corrado catches the ball and is knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Tackle made by Emilio Ayala. A little bit of sportsmanship displayed by Ayala there as he helps Corrado up off of the turf. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 for Tuckahoe there after the 12-yard gain, or the 11-yard gain. 4 wide receivers set. Robert Kiernan is solo right, trips left for Annunziata. Annunziata goes over the middle. Oh, almost intercepted by Logan Spencer as Robert Kiernan goes after the ball and runs into Spencer. The collision allows the ball to drop to the ground, and the clock stops with 2:27 remaining.
Yeah, boy, Steve, I'll tell you see that ball up in the air and you think someone's about to get hit awfully hard, and Robert Kiernan took a shot over the middle. That is a very dangerous throw to put a receiver in that kind of a position. Kiernan had no chance but to protect himself. And it's a good thing he did, because he took quite the shot going over the middle.
Interesting wrinkle, Seth. Normally, your point is spot on in that he would have been laid out, but because Spencer was going for the interception, it was more of a mutual collision than it was a hit by a defender. But yes, they both took a hard shot on that play. So 4th down and long, sorry. Annunziata throws it, overthrows it, intercepted by Jack Evans, and he is tackled at midfield with 2 minutes 17 seconds to go and a 19-point lead. That should wrap it up for Ryneck.
It's been a pretty good homecoming today here at Ryneck High School. The field hockey team winning, the girls soccer team winning, and the Ryneck football team
well on their way to victory.
As the shade beginning to creep onto the field is putting a capstone on the day here at Ryneck High School. A really good performance, especially from the second quarter on, where they really have dominated this game for the last 36 minutes. They are very well on their way to their second win of the season, and it is a well-earned win for Ryneck. And
it's a funny little nitpicking moment here at Jack Evans. It's hard to tell a player on the field to let a ball drop to the ground, but they would have gained about 9-10 yards in field position if he had just let that one drop. But no matter, and Gio Maffei carries it all across the left, over the left guard, across midfield, down to the Tuckahoe 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Black Hats.
That was the 3rd interception thrown by Annunziata today. He has 3 completions on 8 attempts, or 3 completions on 9 attempts rather, so not a lot of success through the air, and Ryneck has taken advantage of that defensively with some turnovers.
I suppose a morbid silver lining is the ball only hit the ground 3 times, Seth. 3 of them were interceptions, 3 of them were completions, 3 of them were incompletions. Nice run by Jack Evans across the 40-yard line, down at the 36-yard line. Enough for a 1st down. The clock will stop momentarily with 1:29 remaining as they move the chains. Play will resume and the clock will begin to wind.
You know, we talked earlier, Steve, about how for Ryneck now they go into next weekend. They go into the playoffs with a little bit of confidence. They'll be playing Woodlands. And this is a Ryneck team that you see the potential on this team. You see where this team can get through.
It's taken them the majority
game
of the season to find it, but they really have started to gel very well.
And we saw at Mamaroneck High School as well this season. They played a very tough schedule. Well, last night they went into a playoff game and they won. So anything can happen once they get to the Section 1 playoffs. Penalty on the play. It's a delay of game against Ryneck with under a minute to go. I don't think they'll mind that penalty too much.
No.
As they look to just kill the clock here, there is pretty much nothing at this point Tuckahoe can do.
So both Mamaroneck and Ryneck programs are finding their groove at just the right time.
And we'll see what kind of groove they can find themselves in against Woodlands in the Section 1 Class C semifinals. They are the number 3 seed, Woodlands the number 2 seed, and Ryneck taking care of business here on homecoming. Again, stay with us after the game. The Senior Day ceremonies will be taking place, so make sure to stay tuned for that. We'll also wrap things up with the post-game show interviews. Will come your way.
Carry by Colangelo, picks up the yards, and he is gone! Oh, tripped up at the 20-yard line, falls down at the 15. Gotta be very frustrating for Colangelo. You know he wanted that last touchdown on homecoming day to seal the victory.
Well, the first down will seal the victory enough here for Ryneck. Colangelo now up to 96 yards. Maffei at 119 yards for Ryneck. So again, this Ryneck offense, this Ryneck rushing attack has been excellent for the Black Hats throughout the day today as the headsets are coming off on the Ryneck sideline.
Clock under 20 seconds to go. Caparelli takes the snap, hands it off to Gio Maffei. Not surprisingly, Maffei fighting for yardage to the very end. He gets folded up at the 10-yard line. Pickup of about 6 on the play, and that will do it. So the final score at Ryneck High School, the Black Hats 25, the Tigers 6.
And just a spectacular performance by these Ryneck Black Hats. You know, you're up 7-6 at the half. You get the opening kickoff. You score quickly, and Ryneck from there really just pulled away. They played a tremendous second half. I think Nick Aiello should be very happy with his team. And now you go into the playoffs, you see what can happen as the players celebrate. So stay tuned here at LMC Varsity Sports. We have the post-game show. We will have Senior Day for you as well. The celebration is on at homecoming. Ryneck 3 for 3 today, and the football team wins it 25-6 here at Ryneck High School. Stay with us. We're back in just a moment with more on LMC Varsity Sports.
And now, in recognition of the Black Hats football team, we are celebrating these seniors and their parents and family members, accompanied by his sister Jennifer and his mother Maria, number 46, Emilio Ayala. Accompanied by his parents Gina and Keith, number 3, Jake Teltagny. Accompanied by his parents, Angela and William, number 15, Frank Caparelli. Accompanied by his mother, Bernadette, number 74, Mark Chinchuli. Accompanied by his parents, Diane and Scott, number 44, Chris Colangelo. Accompanied by his mother, Anne, number 33, Pierre Gouffin. Accompanied by his parents, Anna and Stephen, number 49, Stephen DeRose. Accompanied by his sister Amanda and his father Joe, number 88, John Luigo. And accompanied by his parents Michelle and John, number 10, John Paul. And now this word from Coach Aiello about this year's Black Hat senior class. My staff and I really made a member for For all of the families and all of our families, for all the hard work and sacrifices they've endured within our Black Hat program, you are truly the backbone of our family, and we couldn't do it without you. Your consistent and constant support lifts us no matter what the outcome. That was for the parents of the Black Hat captains. As a group, in its entirety, you had to become leaders and role models very quickly. After being a part of teams in the past, this was not easy, but they certainly tackled the challenge. They played a huge role in mentoring the young members of our team. What would have been a difficult task, the boys made the transition painless. Many of our seniors are first-year players, and we couldn't be happier that they came and joined the close-knit family. My only hope is that you will bring the experiences with you for the rest of your lives. As always, we are forever grateful for your hard work, dedication, and commitment. You've entered into a very special fraternity, Black Hats Forever. And once again, we would like to welcome the Ryneck Panther cheerleader seniors, first in their families. First, Captain Gianna Bevelekwa. Next, Captain Dina Duff. And third, Captain Ashlyn Navarra. Again, let's have one more round of applause for all of this year's seniors, the Ryneck and the Black Hat football team. Congratulations.
All right, back in the post-game show, Gia Maffei joins us now as the Black Hats win it 25-6. How important was it for you guys to win on this homecoming day?
It was a big game. You know, we had some tough times, and I just wanted to pick it up. We all picked it up. The offensive lineman picked it up for sure today, and we just ran the ball. That's it.
3 touchdowns for you. We had you at 125 yards today. It seemed like in the second through the fourth quarter, you guys really picked up the pace offensively. What led to that?
Well, we knew we could win it, and we just pushed it. There's no really explanation. We just worked hard during the week. I gotta say, we can't take the loss anymore. So we put everything we got.
So you move into the Section 1 playoffs now. You face the Woodlands next week. What do you have to do to take them out?
We got to do what we did this game. You know, push it through. That's it. That's all I know. That's all I gotta say.
Back on the post-game show, Frank Caparelli joins us now. Senior day for you today. You win on your senior day. How important is that for you?
Oh, it's a big win for us, morally. It was nice coming out, the big fan base out here and giving them a good game, showing good performance. It was just morally on a very good day.
Your offense obviously picking up the pace in the second half, but how about that defense not allowing any points tonight?
Defense came up big with 3 interceptions came up big. We scored. It was a 1-possession game, driving our defense, and then those interceptions were huge for us. Lifted their spirits up.
When your offense is rolling the way that it is in that second half, how much momentum do you guys get off that?
Oh, we get a lot. Offensive line keeps pushing. We just keep grounding and pounding and keep moving the chains. It picks everything up, get the blood flowing. Everything's good.
What do you have to do next weekend to beat Woodlands?
Well, I just watch a lot of film, game plan. I got to practice really hard. Just keep watching film, keep trying hard, and stay positive.
So that should wrap it up here from Ryneck High School on a 25-6 victory. Seth, they pretty much had all facets of their game working: offense, defense, everything that you could have asked for in a season finale is what they got today.
Yeah, they played a really solid game, and I think for Coach Nick Iannello, I think the most important thing that he's going to take out of this game is the defense did not allow 1 point today. The only offense that Tuckahoe got was on that fumble recovery. So this was not only a really solid offensive attack, but defensively, Ryneck was stellar. Tuckahoe had a pretty good drive to begin the game, and after that, Tuckahoe could muster no offense. So this Ryneck defense is tough. This Ryneck offense can be tough. And, I think next week you're going to see a Ryneck team with a lot of confidence, and I think confidence can almost do more than the physical side of things. We'll see what they have next weekend.
So they take this positivity and success into a rematch with Woodlands, who trounced them really in their game last week. But it's a whole new ball of wax here in the playoffs, and hopefully Coach Ianello can have them just as revved up as they did today for next week's action against Woodlands.
Yeah, the playoffs, I mean, listen, the playoffs are always a whole different animal. One game and you're done, and a lot of coaches around Section 1 always talk about it. The first playoff game you play is always the hardest one, and that's why you see upsets. You see upsets in any sport, in any league, in Section 1, because it's tough in the playoffs.
Right.
You don't want your season to end. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see what Ryneck can do. Are they going to be the underdog? I think definitely, but underdogs win, and it's something that Ryneck is going to hopefully use the momentum from this game, and we'll see what they have next weekend.
Latch on to that underdog role. On paper, obviously, Woodlands is a prohibitive favorite, but like you said, that's why they play the games. It's an intimidating group, the Woodlands team, but they've been steeled by this victory, by the 2 victories they've had this season, and the fact that they've played them before.
Yeah, they certainly have, and again, anything can happen.
Right.
You go to a 1-game playoff, anything can happen. This is not a 3-game series, not a 5-game series. It's 1 game.
Right.
It's 48 minutes. We'll see what happens.
So for Seth Rothman, this is Steve Anastas from Ryneck High School and LMC Varsity Sports. Have a great day.